Have you ever imagined a world without women? We women are the yin to the yang of this world. We're the salt of the world. We're the sweetness of the world. I would like to believe that. Yet, we are pain unto one another. How sad. How sad. Have you ever imagined a world without women? It's a very nice view, and anytime I'm on vacation or on holiday, I just want the memory to linger on. I then choose to talk about a topic or subject I'm passionate about, like right now. I'm about to talk about women. Are you that woman? Somebody else's victory is not your defeat. You don't have to bring other women down to make yourself feel better. You don't have to. Are you that woman? Even when there is no rumor, there is no stories, you fabricate one, you create one. When somebody is always negative about you or say negative things about you, it's jealousy, pure jealousy, undiluted jealousy. Are you that woman that turns every information you're privileged to have into a weapon? Just because this woman was once wayward, now she's married, she's moved on, she starts a new relationship, she has a new clique of friends. It's not in your place to go to her in-laws, go to her new friends and tell them about her old ways. Are you that woman? Are you this woman? Just a simple compliment towards your fellow woman, your head begins to pound. You begin to look for ways to tarnish her image. You begin to look for ways to reduce her to nothing. Are you that woman that keeps going back and forth to your friends, your fellow woman's husband, your fellow woman's lover, your fellow woman's boyfriend, ex, present? Are you that woman to reveal secrets, to reveal her next move, to act like a sympathizer? It is not in your place. Are you this woman? Are you this woman? That woman that goes about fabricating lies about the other woman? Are you that woman that goes about spreading rumors, knocking heads among women? This is an issue. You know, when you don't like a woman or you make a certain woman your target, what you begin to do is knock heads. For example, you do not get on with A. A is your victim. A is the woman you're targeting. A is the woman you want to destroy. You get B, C, and D to be against A. If you just tell B, C, and D about the issue, they might not act. So you need to act a little bit more to make B, C, and D react. You use the stories about B, C, and D plus lies. You add them together and claim A said it. Then B, C, and D will begin to act strangely around A. They begin to give her attitude. Just because just one person said something. One person said something and the others act against this woman. Just because your fellow woman were, it's really stupid though. It sounds like what will happen in high school. But these days I find that this trivial issues we consider maybe an high school problem. It's not actually an high school problem. It goes as far as grandma, mothers, aunties, sisters, friends, and it has no age limits. The hatred and resentment we have for each other cuts across all shoes, that bag, that beautiful dress, makes you begin to look for the next move to reduce her to nothing. Are you that woman? Blowing out somebody else's candle does not make yours shine brighter. No, it doesn't. I said it earlier that it could be trivial things, but are you that woman? Just because a fellow woman has so much friends or likes on social media, on Facebook, your blood pressure begins to rise. You begin with friends of a friend, mutual friends, to link false stories, lies, spread it. You begin to make it go viral so they could begin to offend her. Are you this woman? Yes. Every one of us love to be liked, love to be appreciated. Every one of us love it, we like it. This likes is not your self-worth, it's just likes. Yes, I love to be liked by so many, but if one person like you, it does not matter. If two persons like your picture, it does not matter. Why the unnecessary competition? Some competition are unnecessary. Although they do say competition can be good, not all competition are good. The competition you will go into where you have to slander, backstab, or follow woman is not a good competition. Are you that woman that becomes silently elated, happy, once a rumor about your so-called friend begin to spread, begin to go around town? Are you one of those? Are you that woman that helps spread it? Are you that woman that helps spread your fellow woman? Flaws, mistake. Are you that woman? Well, there's an adage in Yoruba, Nigeria, that says, where the word of mouth could reach, leg can never get there or cannot get there. Yes, it's true to an extent, but I will rephrase. Yes, where that word of mouth can reach, I mean, it can go viral. I agree. Leg cannot reach there. But you know what? The God of justice goes beyond there. Karma goes there and beyond. It's only a matter of time, because patience is virtue. Patience is virtue. And that's one thing most of us as human, or even women, lack. We want patience immediately. Are you that woman? After spreading so much lies, false allegation, fabrication about your fellow woman, about your friend, you become the first to offer her a shoulder to cry on? Whereas you are a part of our pain. You are the initiator of our pain. You are responsible for the agony this woman is going through. Are you that woman? Excuse me. Some people will try to expose what is wrong about you because they can't stand what is right about you. Please not. Anytime you do something right, they will not talk about what you did right. It's all about your negativity, you're wrong. Bear in mind, it's just because they can't stand what is right about you. Are you that woman? Just because you do not get along with a certain woman, you must make sure the whole world is against her. The whole world fights with her. Is it necessary? Is it necessary? And you will do anything within your power to make sure the whole world is against her. You begin again to fabricate stories, to fabricate lies, to knock heads. You will do anything. And can I just say something? One thing I noticed, and from my experience, is that it's easy for people to knock two people's head together, or three people, or whatever, the clique's head together. And you know how? They use what they already know about this person together with a little bit of lies, a little bit of slander, a little bit of insults, abuse, put everything together, then you claim your victim said it. Of course, whoever you're saying that to will become angry, whoever you're saying that to will want to fight, whoever you're saying that to will distance themselves. I'll give you an example. For example, people use what they know, like I said earlier. Say, I'll use the name Kemi. Say Kemi and her husband fought in an open market yesterday, and Tolani was there. And Tolani is my target. Tolani did not say anything to me, but the news went round that Tony and her husband, or Kemi, sorry, and her husband fought at the market yesterday. Wicked women, what they do is, I can easily, if I want to knock Kemi's head with Tolani, I can easily say that Tolani told me that you fought with your husband openly at the market yesterday. You have no shame. That was how Tolani said it. Tolani is supposed to be my best friend, remember? Tolani is supposed to be Kemi's best friend, remember? Then you begin to hate Tolani. And after revealing such information, the informant always said, don't tell her I told you. I don't want any problem with Tolani. What you've just done is knock Tolani and Kemi's head together. in the name of trying to help. Oh, but be careful. They are no true friends. Are you that woman? Are you the agent of satanic and demonic messages? You go back and forth to that woman's employer. You go back and forth to that woman's in-law to update them about what is going on in that fellow woman's life. To tell lies, to create stories. In fact, you know what the mother-in-law's bedroom looks like. The wife doesn't. That fellow woman that is your victim. You know what it looks like. Are you that woman? Have you ever wondered why you are the agent of messages or messenger? Have you ever wondered why they chose you and you comply? First, because birds of the same feathers flock together. Secondly, they could tell you're full of envy and jealousy, so you fit the role perfectly. Third, nothing good can come out of such relationship that you want to build with your fellow woman's in-law, employer, friends, just to destroy them. Nothing good can ever come out of it. Because that relationship is laid with a foundation of deceit, lies, wickedness. Is it in your place, woman? Are you that woman? Have you ever wondered why, or ask yourself this question, why the sender could not deliver the message themselves? Have you ever wondered? First, the answer is because they know what they are doing is wrong. Secondly, they have an image to keep. If something should go wrong, they will deny they ever sent it. And thirdly, they like to keep their victim a little bit closer. They still need to keep an eye. They still need to know what is going on in that person, their fellow woman, the victim's life. And fourthly, they care less about the messenger. In fact, they derive pleasure in breaking any relationship between the messenger and the victim. Whether established or an imminent relationship that is about to take place, they take pleasure in breaking, in destroying that relationship. They're just using you in case you're such a woman. Are you that woman? Whoever is trying to bring you down is already below you, and that is why she's running how to steal them. You are above them. Can I just say this? You are above them, not in an arrogant way. They put themselves in that position, not you. So you can't help it. You are above them. Are you that woman? Just because you can't make that party, every other person that you know or within your clique should not go to that party. Because you feel you can't fit in? Because you just feel insecure about yourself. Live and let live. Run your race and stay in your own lane. Stay in your lane. Are you that woman? Anytime that woman, that friend, that sister, whoever that woman is to you, is celebrated, you just wish people don't turn up. You wish the event would become a flop. So she could be ridiculed. She could be an object of mockery. So she could be disgraced and embarrassed. Are you that woman? Are you that woman? When your friend, or that's your fellow woman, enter a place for the very first time, people warm up to her, people love her, people like her, people want to be her friend. The warmth in your belly begin to battle and wiggle for comfort. You become so uncomfortable. You begin to think of your next move. You begin to plot, conspire, look for ways to bring her down, to make her less appealing. So that the next time when they see her, she gets attitude, she gets bad looks. They ignore her. That is exactly what you want. Are you that woman? That is exactly your aim. Are you that woman? That is exactly what you wish for. Of all things to wish for in this world. Are you fine. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. Before the law of karma catches up with you, whether you're religious or not, I've always believed in karma and I've seen it unfold. I've seen it happen. When you do good, you get good. When you do bad, you get bad. There's no trick about it and no shortcuts, no ways, no other way. You get it back. Either now, tomorrow, 5 years, 3 years, 10 years. And we need to be very careful, especially women, because we have daughters. We have a political party with 2 women. Once a third or a fourth step on board, problem starts. Jealousy setting. Why can't we all work together as a woman? Even as I make this video, it will cause some to act negatively. But do I care? No. No, not anymore. Gone are those days when I used to. Not anymore. Some will begin to run helter-skelter to make sure very few watch it. Please share. Make sure you share. I choose to talk about these subjects, not because I know better, not because I feel like talking, not because I'm better than other women, but because it needs to be addressed. It's a plague among us. It's like a disease, an epidemic. It needs to be addressed. Somebody needs to talk about it. And the more the better. Let go of all these negative emotions. Be a supporter, a sincere supporter. There's so many pretense I see out there. A sincere supporter and a go-getter. The root of jealousy is fear and sadness. What is your fear, woman? Deal with your fear. Eliminate sadness. Embrace those who have what you want, and see how light and exonerated you feel after. First, you need to admit your flaws, admit your mistake, admit any wrongdoing. Tackle your insecurity. It's very important. Let go of sadness. Let go of bitterness. Let go of resentment. Just let go. Cleanse your mind. It feels so good. Cleanse your mind. Release the toxins in your mind. Let it go. Let it flow. The most dangerous emotion is jealousy. Jealousy creates insecurity. Insecurity creates hatred, and hatred kills softly. According to recent research on how this state of mind causes diseases, and I'm afraid jealousy and hatred is one of them. So be aware. Negative emotions towards one another is destructive. It releases anger. It's self-destructive. When a woman's advice or gossip or information causes you to act irrationally or negatively, she or they, depending on the situation, have got you exactly where they want you. When you hear something annoying or negative about yourself, and the informant advises you, or after filling you in with all the negative thing, insultive thing, abusive thing somebody said about you, now said, please don't let her know I said it, or don't let them know I said it. There's 2 or 3 things you can do. You either ask and let them know who said it, and depending on who, if you know that might cause so much problem, then you're better off keeping quiet. You're better off investigating without fighting that person. You're better off watching. Or what you could do is just take it as void. That information is void. If you would not mention who told you, then that information is void. Consider it void. You know why? Most times when you hide who told you something negative about another fellow woman or about yourself, there's always a motive to destroy, a motive to gang up, a motive to join, stand for nothing group, a motive to slander, a motive to attack, a motive to break somebody, a motive to reduce somebody to nothing, a motive to punish, Women, bear that in mind. There's always a motive. Be wise. So you either ignore what you heard and act like you did not hear anything, or you reveal who. So you have a choice there. So if you're revealing, you know who. If you're revealing, if there's any hidden agenda, it comes out. If that person creates that lies, or that person have a motive, it will come out. But if you're going about having an attitude towards most likely an innocent person because what they claim he or she said, or she said, mostly I'm talking about woman this time around, it's just an empty fight. You're helping that person achieve their motive or their aim. Again, I have to say this to be fair. Sometimes the informant might be telling the truth. Sometimes, and I'll emphasize on that, not always, might be telling the truth. But to be safe, I would say you should watch closely. I would advise you not to act, especially when what the informant told you is negative, is abusive, is a slander against your person. I will advise you to watch. We are humans. Women are humans. We can only pretend for so long. There's an adage in my country and in my tribe, Yoruba, that character and behavior is like a smoke. You cannot cover it for so long. When you try to cover smoke, it begins to come out from little places, little holes. That is how our character is. So if indeed this person is the way the informant has portrayed this person or this woman, you will know. You will find out. The woman cannot hide it for long, just to be fair. Do not act on everything you hear. Do not act on everything you hear. Do not let other women use you as an agent of false fabrication, of slander, as an agent to begin to spread false rumor. Ganging up is not loyalty. Don't be used. Do not support any gang up. It is not loyalty. Okay, so where does your loyalty lie? When there's an issue or there's a situation that seems to be going out of hand. Your loyalty lies with you calming that fellow woman down, not fueling it, not escalating it. It is not loyalty. And for all we know, your friend might be wrong, your fellow woman might be the wrong one, and you might know that your fellow woman is the wrong one. Why support it? If you're a true friend, you will tell your friend the truth. And I will say this, if you don't know and you're not sure, be neutral. Do not support what is wrong. It is not loyalty. Don't lead a fellow woman on. Tell her the truth. If you can't, leave it. Sometimes if you have to change the situation around, your friend might not do the same for you. She might not do the same for you. She might not go as far as fighting for you even though you were wrong. She might not do the same. And aside that, why be a troublemaker? Be a peacemaker and not a troublemaker. Let us women be a peacemaker and not a troublemaker. Stop fueling the situation. Stop escalating it. The power those close to us have over anybody else is our ears. Our ears. They could say anything into it, feed it with anything, manipulate the situation. Be wise. And I say those close to us because majority of the problem we women have is caused by those close to us. Friends, cousins, sisters, employees, colleagues, fellow church sisters, mothers, aunties, grandmas, name it. May God give us wisdom. Let us women make a positive impact into other women's lives. Most women have been affected and broken by these wicked acts of women. Women, don't be a life destroyer, be a life builder. Some women lose their self-esteem. Some lose their confidence. Some became depressed due to this jealousy and wicked acts. Some women are not as strong. Some are stronger than the others. Many of us play the role, either directly or indirectly. These negative hate, hatred, and jealousy become old. Remember, old ways do not open new doors. Let us give up jealousy and sincerely work and support each other unitedly. I say sincerely because sometimes you see some support out there it's not sincere. I'm sorry. It's jealousy. It's fishing for information. It's another way of scheming, getting close to scheme, if you know what I mean. Let us sincerely support each other. One love, women. One love. We need to address it. It's an issue. Thank you very much.